Hello, my name is Addison McDill, and today I'm going to show you the bones you have in your hands along with the joints and the motions that those joints carry. So first I'm going to go over the bones. So first you have your metacarpals. So you have your first metacarpal, second metacarpal, third metacarpal, fourth metacarpal, and your fifth metacarpal. Okay, so next you're going to have your proximal phalanx. Okay, so this is your proximal phalanx of your first finger, proximal phalanx of your second, proximal phalanx of your third, proximal phalanx of your fourth, and proximal phalanx of your fifth. Okay, the next one, you're going to have the middle phalanx, and those will only be in these four fingers, your second through fifth finger. Your first finger does not have one. So your middle phalanx of your second finger, middle phalanx of your third, middle phalanx of your fourth, and middle phalanx of your fifth finger. Okay, so then we're going to go back to our first finger, and our next bone is your distal phalanx. So you have your distal phalanx of your first finger, distal phalanx of your second, distal phalanx of your third, distal phalanx of your fourth, and distal phalanx of your fifth finger, okay? So those are all the bones. So now we're going to go over the joints that are in your hand, okay? So first you're going to have your CMC joint, okay? And then you're going to have your MCP joint. And then you're going to have your PIP. And then you're going to have your DIP. Okay, so those are the joints in your finger. But, and then those are the ones of the first four fingers. And then in your thumb, you have your PIP. And then you have just the IP. It does not contain the DIP. So those are the joints of your fingers. And so now we're going to talk about the motions that those joints carry. So for your CMC joint, you're going to have flexion and extension. And then you're going to have abduction and adduction of your thumb. So that's going to look like this. That's abduction. That's adduction. Okay, and I'll do it towards that way. It's abduction and adduction. Okay, and then you're going to have opposition and reposition of your thumb. So that's going to look like this. That's opposition, and that's reposition, okay? So those are the motions of the CMC joint. So next, we're going to go over the joint motions of your MCP. So that's going to be flexion and extension. So that's flexion and extension, okay, of your MCP joint. And then abduction and adduction is going to look like this. So it's abduction, adduction, okay? So that's the motions of your MCP joint. And next we're going to go over the motions of your DIP and then your IP joint, and that's the only motion that they can do is flexion and extension, and that's just going to look like this. So this is flexion and this is extension,